So on this video, I'll be going over warm-ups and warm-up schedules and circuit training. So these warm-ups can be used on your off days if you're fatigued from the exercises provided on the exercise library. It's still good to use this on your off days just to promote blood flow. If you feel too stiff, it helps relax those muscles. All the reps and sets I provided in the program are not set in stone, so they're just rough guidelines. You'll be learning new terminology like repetition, sets, and durations, or holds. So a set, I'll start with the rep first. So a rep is one repetition. That's one rep. So some will be, you might see 2 to 3 sets. So I'm doing 15 reps. 15 reps and adds up to, and I finish my 15 set reps. That's one set. I do 15 times up to 3 sets. So in total, it'll be 45 reps in total. And sets are pretty much the repetitions in those particular exercise. So a set pretty much doesn't matter from 5 to 15. That's still a set. But when addressing symmetries, you'll be working on the weaker side by adding one more set. So you have to work harder on the weaker side just to catch up on the stronger side. For example, if you do maybe 3 sets on this side, on your strong side, like on my left leg, and then on my right leg, it's weaker, so I had to add one more, so it'll be 4 sets. So you got to work even harder on your weaker side just to catch up. And for the duration, some exercises will be added for the reactivation side of exercises, like strengthening side of things. Some of them will be durations where you might have to hold a particular angle or contracting a muscle, like holding the muscle for a good 60 seconds, even 30 to 60 seconds. If you can't reach 30 seconds, you might have to break it down into sets. So you have to break it down. You may have to break it down. Just say if it's 30 seconds, you might have to do 10 seconds, 3 sets, pretty much. Or if it's 60 seconds, you might have to break it down into 6 times 10 seconds, for example. And for the individual, you might have to add more or less reps depending where you are. For example, when addressing for asymmetries. But I'll be addressing asymmetries on a later video, and the exercises will be listed on the lecture on the next video when it comes to the warm-up exercises. So stick around for that. These warm-up exercises are just a guideline. If you don't have the time, that's fine. Just maybe don't go all 4 rounds, or don't do 3 sets per round, maybe a little bit too much. Just stick around maybe your first 2 rounds, then do your rest of the schedules or the workout programs are set aside for you. Or even in your off days, you can maybe do some of these warm-ups just to keep the blood flow, keep the hips nice and not so depressed or sad. Or you'd be pretty stiff from these exercises because your body's not used to certain techniques or certain movements, certain angles. It's not used to certain exercises. Because these exercises will really interrupt, and it's a good thing, but make sure you don't want to go too full on. But these warm-ups can be a part of the stiff and flexible program, or they can be just an off-day thing. So yeah, you can take that into account, take note of it, and if you feel like they're not challenging enough, I'll print out a sheet, add some weights into those exercises, add some bands, and try to challenge yourself at least once or twice a week. And I'll talk more about asymmetries on the next video.